In Chinese mythology, foxes grow an additional tail for every 100 years of cultivation. When a fox reaches 900 years of age and gains 9 tails, it achieves immortality. Beyond this, if it continues its cultivation for another 100 years, achieving 1,000 years of spiritual practice, it transforms into the highest rank of Tenko, the heavenly fox, a being akin to a deity. At this point, even the heavenly court will attempt to bring it into the celestial realm to become an immortal. The path of cultivation for foxes is fraught with challenges. Most foxes perish either due to failed cultivation or being hunted, often before reaching their 2nd to 5th tail. Yet among them, one fox not only succeeded in becoming a 9-tailed fox demon, but also transformed into a beautiful woman and schemed to become an emperor. Ultimately, this fox was immortalized as one of Japan's 3 great yokai. None other than the white-faced, golden-haired, 9-tailed fox. In today's video, we'll delve into the story of how this 9-tailed fox rose to become one of Japan's most legendary yokai. I'm Mr. Yao, and welcome to the Legend Yokai channel. Here, I explore famous yokai and urban legends. If you're into these topics, be sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. A fox is born with one tail, which can store spiritual energy. Once enough energy is absorbed, the tail splits into 2. A fox with 3 tails is known as a demon fox. 6 tails make it a spirit fox. And when it reaches 9 tails, it attains immortality and is revered as a celestial fox. From the spring and autumn period to the Han Dynasty, foxes were considered auspicious creatures. By the Tang Dynasty, foxes began to be seen as enchanting spirits capable of seduction. For instance, Bai Jiyi's poem, The Old Tomb Fox, compares King Zhou of Zhou's concubine to a fox spirit. By the Sung Dynasty, the term fox spirit had come to symbolize immoral women. This cultural perception of fox spirits also spread to Japan. During the Yuan and Ming dynasties, the tale of a fox spirit possessing Daji became widely known. The story, later recorded in the Investiture of the Gods, Feng Shun Yin Yi, describes Daji as a 9-tailed fox demon. The typical lifespan of a fox is around 10 to 15 years. As their natural life approaches its end, a small number of foxes may awaken their spiritual intelligence under certain unique circumstances. Foxes and cats are considered animals with strong spiritual power because they inherently possess a complete set of 3 souls and 7 spirits, unlike other animals. Some fortunate foxes and cats are born with fully intact souls and spirits, setting them apart. Ancient records describe 3 methods by which a fox can awaken its spiritual intelligence. The first is by accidentally consuming an elixir of immortality, such as the pills crafted by the Grand Supreme Elderly Lord that might have fallen into the mortal realm. The second is finding an exceptional place for cultivation. As foxes are creatures of Yin, they require a significant amount of lunar essence and Yin energy to progress in their cultivation. This is why many depictions in films and television show foxes worshipping the moon. The third method is following a virtuous monk or Taoist priest, learning skills and gaining knowledge. Some fortunate foxes living near human cultivators receive true teachings, which can significantly boost their power. This explains why some 2-tailed foxes are extraordinarily strong. They may have mastered such teachings. The white-faced, golden-haired, 9-tailed fox, one of Japan's 3 great yokai, is an example of the third method. The white-faced, golden-haired, nine-tailed fox was originally a white-furred fox born near an ancient temple in China. Its parents, due to their rare white fur, were hunted and killed by hunters. The young fox was rescued by a monk who later kept it at the temple. Over the years, the monk rose to become the abbot of the temple. Upon his death, the monk's sarira, a pearl-like relic formed in the bodies of highly cultivated monks after death, was inadvertently consumed by the white-furred fox. This act awakened its spiritual intelligence, setting it on the path to becoming the legendary nine-tailed fox. After the white-furred fox awakened its spiritual intelligence, it became an omen of disaster. After cultivating for several centuries, it transformed into the white-faced, golden-haired, nine-tailed fox. Its white fur turned golden, and it attained immortality. During the Shang dynasty, it wreaked havoc by killing and devouring Daji, a beautiful woman chosen to serve as consort to the last Shang king, King Zhou. The fox then assumed Daji's appearance, manipulating the king into debauchery and enforcing tyranny. This chaos ultimately led to Jiang Ziya aiding King Zhou in raising an army to overthrow the Shang dynasty. Using a demon-revealing mirror, Jiang Ziya exposed Daji's true form as the nine-tailed fox and executed her by beheading. The foxes managed to escape and later fled to ancient India. Fleeing from China, the nine-tailed fox arrived in ancient India. This time, she set her sights on three sarira formed after the death of King Chandragupta Maurya. Transforming into Lady Huayang, the consort of Prince Bunzuk of Magadha in South India, she schemed to acquire the sacred relics. After obtaining the sarira, she began spreading false divine decrees, compelling Prince Bunzuk to sacrifice 1,000 citizens in honor of Mahakala, a manifestation of Shiva. However, during this gruesome act, the white-faced, golden-haired, nine-tailed fox was exposed when a powerful ascetic revealed her true form. Forced to abandon her plans, she fled in disgrace. After lying dormant for several centuries, the nine-tailed fox reappeared in China, once again taking the form of a concubine to King Yu of Zhou. With her breathtaking beauty, she once more succeeded in captivating the ruler. To win her favor, King Yu lit the beacon fires during a time of peace, ultimately bringing about the downfall of his kingdom. Afterward, the white-faced, golden-haired, nine-tailed fox disappeared into the Chinese folklore, only to resurface during the Tang dynasty. She then traveled to Japan alongside the ninth envoy to Tang China. The nine-tailed fox entered a period of cultivation and quietly lived a life in hiding, concealing her true identity. Many years later, a samurai, who had no children, went to a temple to pray for a child. Seizing this opportunity, the white-faced, golden-haired, nine-tailed fox once again emerged to cause chaos. This time, she took the form of a baby girl and appeared on the samurai's return journey. The kind-hearted samurai and his wife adopted the child, naming her Asako Anna. As she grew, she became the renowned Tamamo-no-Mae of Japanese legend. I previously created a video about Tamamo-no-Mae, which covers the later life of the white-faced, golden-haired, nine-tailed fox, including its transformations into Daji, Huayang Tian, and Bao Shir. This video serves as a supplement to that story. If you haven't watched my previous video about Tamamo-no-Mae, I highly recommend checking it out on my channel. I've also included the link in the description of this video. It's an exciting part of the white-faced, golden-haired, nine-tailed fox's later life, so don't miss it. Tamamo-no-Mae, in her attempt to harm Emperor Toba, was eventually uncovered by the Onmyoji, Abe no Yazunari. After fleeing to Nasu in Shimotsuke province, Tamamo-no-Mae cruelly murdered many women and children to use their livers and essence in her quest to become a Tenko. Just before she could complete her transformation, she was hunted down by Emperor Toba's forces. She sealed her soul within a stone, and that stone became the famous Killing Stone. The story of the Killing Stone, where the white-faced, golden-haired, nine-tailed fox transformed, is also covered in my Tamamo-no-Mae video. I invite you all to check it out on my channel. The Killing Stone marks the final chapter in the white-faced, golden-haired, nine-tailed fox's story. It is said that once a fox has practiced for 1,000 years, it can become a Tenko and join the ranks of the immortals. The white-faced, golden-haired, nine-tailed fox, over 1,000 years old, was reluctant to complete her transformation. The difficulty of the process was one reason, but the main reason was that she had already tasted the power of the human world. To satisfy her vanity, she chose not to become an immortal, but instead lingered in the mortal realm, clinging to power. Over the years, her fame grew to rival that of Shuten Doji and the Great Tengu, ultimately earning her a place as one of Japan's 3 great yokai. If you enjoy my channel, please help by hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so you won't miss my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching until the end, and I'll see you next time.